Welcome again, YouTube, to another video. Okay, I made this one yesterday, recorded it, and lost all the files and all that. So let me turn off my bells. But yeah, I tried to upload it, lost the files. Funny as hell. But I have the list here again. Pole shifts, part two. Okay, so this is kind of gonna be the order of thing, the way of order of things I'm gonna go. Like up and down. But first it's gonna be the radiation, coming radiation, the weakening of our biofields and magnetic biofields, the ice caps melting, the effects of the ice caps melting, like viruses, entities, creatures, etc., and then the effects on you at a at an everyday level, or the effects on life at an everyday level, like things, electronics, and all that nonsense. So the sun is giving off more. It's going through its, I think it's great solar minimum or maximum. We're going through that phase. I can't remember which one, but which means the sun's going to be giving off way more heat. So I think there was back in Toronto in the 1970s, there was something called the Carrington event, where a mass CME ejection came in and basically took out, I think was it power equipment in Quebec or Ontario. That's in Canada. So that's just from one solar flare that was like not that strong to the sun, but to us it just basically got rid of the East Coast kind of power supply and everything, right? But now imagine if the sun were to give off mass ejections, and at the same time as it's giving off these mass ejections, it's also giving off ejections that are weakening our biofields. So it's doing it. It's a two process planner. I'm gonna disable the planet protection field. Then I'm gonna hit the planet with energy, light, code. That's basically what sunlight is. It's code. It's upgrades. That's how everything grows. Like the food you're supposed to eat, it's supposed to receive codes from the sun, which is naturally codes that help it evolve and everything. And then in that fruit is like upgraded or upgrade like sunlight that turns physical into like fruit, water, whatever. It gets kind of like blessed with that, right? Then you eat it, which is your temples of blessing. Then you in turn like grow with the sun and everything. And you can also do this with the animals too. Like there's a certain way you can eat animals. Like if you actually, I think following them, like if you're eating meat, it's also like about blessing animal and everything. The prayers. So people bless animals, but also all people use like every single part of the animal, like the animal bone, everything. They'll use that. The Native Americans do this a lot, and I respect them for that because it's like you're still using the energy of the animal even after it dies. So you know what I mean. It's not just going just to like for you to just go eat. It's like it's still upgrading somehow in some way, and even the animal's energy went to you. So now you're kind of acting off of that animal with food, water, etc. But now we have all these like GMO foods and everything, so we're not really getting the updated codes that we need to. Hence, we get cancer, diabetes, all these things. Hence, all these like immune diseases is because it's like hensing our growth process. That's why it's so attached to it, and that's why when you kind of reset your body or try to reset your body with like there's Dr. Sebi, a lot of people online, it helps. It actually assists a lot, a lot. I'm not gonna say it like I don't know. Each person is different, but it assists a lot. So sun's just boom, boom, sending information codes, right? So that's what's making our biofields and our magnetic fields. Our biofields mean bioorganisms. So every bioorganism on this planet like has a biofield, and then on top of that, the magnetic field, which is like protect all of us. So imagine Earth, and there's like a bigger invisible layer that's kind of made up magnetically. And if you go back to the other pole shift thing, it's connected to that, the north and south pole, magnetics north and south pole. So when those switch, that kind of brings down our shield, but it also our shield has to really like recalibrate. It has to like readjust to what just happened. It has to readjust to like get used to the new magnetic field, like the earth itself and everything, and then the bioorganisms on it too. So that's why maybe you see people act out of character and everything. And so that's like them going through their magnetic biofield switch. You know what I mean? Them going through their switch and all that. Or through their polar switch or shift. And some people when this happens, they will like sometimes you would never expect people to heal. They'll be the ones to heal. And the people you don't expect to heal, like they'll remain the way. The people you expected to heal themselves will remain the same. So it's really funny how those affect us and effect us, right, on a biofield, and also messes with a lot of our thinking. So like the way we react or the way we go about doing things, it may be less tempered now because it's like you just had like a shield go down, so now you kind of see everything for what it is. That's what kind of apocalypse means, to reveal, right? It's like, so the shield's going down and it's revealing everything, but you're just not really understanding what it's revealing, right? So now the sunlight it's hitting, it weakens the biofield, and the biofield it's going to hit the Arctic and like melt all the water and everything, and like glaciers and all that. So as those glaciers are melting, there's like ancient viruses, ancient like things in the air, like that are captured, that will be released into the air. Ancient entities too. Both, I don't know about physical, but I do believe physical, or physical and spiritually, that will be released, like truly. And they are the things that are kind of causing this, like it's like it's kind of like how in Eternals the deviants were meant to kind of wipe out everything on the planet. And it's funny because the deviants were in the Arctic too, in Eternals. They're meant to wipe out everything for the Eternals to grow. It's kind of doing the same thing, but in a way, it's like it's like the planet. Planet had its own things to hide and things like that to kind of help us. That goes to also viruses. What this viruses really is. This 3 years that we've been dealing with. Some of us turn 22 to 25. Some of us turn 21 to 24 within these years. It was crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's basically like what that is that the virus are dealing with. It's radiation poisoning. A lot of radiation poisoning, so your body isn't adapting to naturally the information. That's what that virus is. On top of that, is also what's being released on top. It's basically the new atmosphere kind of setting in, which is like, if you don't, a new atmosphere setting in where you're gonna have to get used to certain things, like certain specific viruses or something, with the upgrades that they're giving us, or without the upgrades. I'm just trying to keep it YouTube friendly, so I just don't get all that. But you know what I mean. Sorry, let me get back to this. So yeah, the release of viruses, and that's also releasing like sixth, fourth, fifth dimensional entities, like entities that are like, I need to learn way more about that to really explain. I have a basis, but it's not really as strong as it's not strong as a lot of people here. So if you can search up YouTube videos, I also have someone I can link in the YouTube comments where he handles all that. Like he explains that like top tier. So go subscribe to him. But these entities are affecting us on a mental level too. So now now this gets into like how people can be easily possessed and not possessed. Because now there's certain spirits that have passed away or lived their life that kind of want to come back and live it again and do it again because they're stuck in a certain time frame. That's what happens when you're a ghost. You're stuck in a certain point in your life and you just want to relive that moment. You don't even know you're dead, or you might know you're dead. Actually, sometimes ghosts do that don't know they're dead, but they relive their life in that moment, that little moment. So that's what possession is, because that ghost will. If you're doing the same thing, like let's just say I go to this Tim Hortons at 8 o'clock every morning, order the same thing. Why? Like, have you ever just actually asked yourself one day, why? Because that might not be you. That might be the entity that, like, as soon as you walk into that store at 8 a.m., there's someone literally who passed away who literally used to do that the same time as you, order the same thing as you, taste the same coffee, get the same amount of things, but now they're living it through you. But you see, now it's hard to discern. It's getting harder to discern between which thoughts are yours and which are like incoming from your friends, family, these beings too, and which is actually coming from angels and stuff and things that are not meant to help you. This is where it affects you now, because now we're dealing with that every single day, and everyone's just like, edgy, bro. You can see that, bro. You can see that. You can really see that. And on top of that, that's destroying our structures. This whole 3 year thing began over that supposed, virus, right? I think that's biological warfare, low key. First, they attacked biology, like our biology. Next, they started attacking our wallets, our financial systems, the jobs, and everything. Now they're attacking our rights. So this is just like all in order. Like, you know what I mean? It's all in order for us to do something, to follow along to a plan. But what's the plan? You gotta see the plan bigger. If you can see it, you can point it out, stay out of things, let things play out, and be protected. That's how you get protected. Because now you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful who you go around. Because let's just say you're good. You're a good person. You're doing everything you need to do. You've been good your whole life. Let's just say God put a specific angel, spirit on you to protect you, and that's from Him to you. Like, that's your gift, and that's the thing that you've been listening to your whole life. You've been doing things, and you're a good person. So now that thing it's helping you. But now there's other entities, fifth dimensional, fourth, fifth, sixth. This is spiritual warfare. Remember this. I'm gonna explain it. But let's just say your friend starts getting mad at you. Your friend starts doing things to you. Random things happen to you when you start like killing certain people. You don't know why, but it's an attack not on you, but the spirit that is with you, the spirit that you are connected to is getting attacked. So this is where choices come in. Are you like, this is spiritual warfare? Your physical side may not attack back, but it is getting attacked because you're receiving the blessings, you're receiving everything you need to. You're holding it down, you're doing what you gotta do. But if you're still having these random mishaps, these random fuck ups, like, it's trying to attack the spirit behind you. It's not attacking you, it's attacking the spirit behind you. And this all goes back to spiritual, like a spiritual warfare. And like, World War III isn't even gonna, like, World War III people are talking about UK or Ukraine and Russia now, but like, this is started 3 years ago with this virus, with the way they're already trying to frame this, with the way they're already trying to do things. So it's a war. It's like a war against the chosen ones. Let's be real, because the planet is chosen. The planet itself is chosen by God. You want to know how I know the planet is chosen? Because we're on it. We're living on it. This is the only planet that we're able to live on. So if the planet is chosen, and then the planet has its chosen little, cells or protectors or people or souls, then it's gonna, like, it powers up those things. It's like nodes, connections, like Bitcoin mining. The planet starts getting better, you start getting better. The planet starts getting attacked, you start getting attacked a little bit. But when the planet starts attacking back, you see how you rising, you going. Like, pick the side. Pick the side of being an invader, or pick the side of being a protector, or like protecting the planet, protecting the values. Earth, because Earth has you, and you have a heart tonight, and you're meant to protect Earth, and we forgot about that. Real. This is another, just like, let's see if I missed anything. Yeah, and so the effect on everyday structures, another thing I can add on to, is technology is going to be acting very, very funny, very, very wonky, and very, very different now. Like, nowadays, like I told you, I recorded this video on this camera, and this camera just completely decided to act completely strange, and then I had to go get my other camera to go do that. So yeah, spiritual warfare. And if you have random mishaps happen to you or random things happen to you, yo, pray. Say it's a learning lesson. Say thank you. So I think the time for being angry now is actually it's actually supposed to pause. You don't gotta be angry. You can just literally be bliss. And bliss doesn't not bliss, even just tempered. You ain't gotta react to nothing. You ain't gotta. That's how things are supposed to be. So move like that and see how the world treats you, or see how your heart, earth gives you what you want, and you get what you want, and you'll be like, wow, I'm surprised. You see, you're always supposed to be something like when good things happen to you, and you're like, what? I can't believe I'm here. That's good. That's good. You want to ask. You want to be asking yourself a lot of those questions. So just stay on track. Find what you're meant to do on this, like here, in this, in even in this messed up place we're at right now. Find it, and that'll be the thing to kind of like assist you through, model you through, or like model you or mold you through, like to the chosen one that you want to be, like the strong person you want to be. These things are going to be molding you that way. So hold strong. Don't let nothing get in your way. Don't let nothing hurt you. Remember, God is always with you. He's with you. He's so close we sometimes forget he's with us. He's literally with you. Hold that strong. And just the world's gonna get a little bit more scary, more wild, more out there. People are gonna get more purged, like more out there, more wild. So it's a warning. Man, just don't be don't be surprised, but just be on the lookout because we're in that time. Like legitimately, we're actually in that time. So if you get what I mean, you get what I mean. If you don't, I don't know what to say. But have a good day or have a good night. Stay safe.